So here we go, something I've been waiting for a while now. We've got the Predator 2 City Hunter. From Hot Toys, of course. A box within a box. We got the packaging for the Predator. It comes in this nice little slip box. I mean, it's just a box, so not really gonna trip on it. Got all the labeling and stuff like that. Yeah. All you do, pull that out. You can see the Predator in this nice little viewing window. Man, looks clean. Alright, let's do this. And we finally opened up the Predator City Hunter 1/6 scale Hot Toys. Oh, such a gorgeous figure. Gorgeous, gorgeous. From head to toe, this thing is so damn sick. Absolutely blown away by it. Now, I don't have, like I said, any other previous Hot Toys Predator. This is my first one, so I can't compare it to like the classic or the Berserkers and all that stuff, or even the old school ones, the kind of the ones you had to assemble. I know those ones had better articulation, but Hot Toys is going with this newer style body mold. Doesn't have the amount of articulation as the kits did, but the detail on these things are amazing. Still has decent enough articulation to where I can pull off anything. Well, not anything, but the detail is just immaculate. Paint job is clean all around. Just an awesome figure. Now let's get into the accessories real quick. He's got a ton of them. All the different mandibles he comes with, which I'll display those later on. A couple different sets of hands. He's got, the ones on him already. He's got a gripping one. This one is, I guess, to hold the disc blade right here. It's a nice little copper brownish. You can see all his different hands. Got like the pointing finger that touch the screen. He's got a fist with the thumbs up. Then he's got one of these is for the net gun. I'm not sure which the other one. I think like a relaxed look. But the detail on his hands are just really damn clean. Got long fingernails. He's got this kind of pouch. He'll store things here and there. It's got a nice detail on it. He's got a trophy. Well, I wouldn't consider it a trophy. It's like the ripped out, skull and spinal column. Just really cool. Great detail on this thing. He still has to clean that up. It's got extra little nubs here in case you break one off. And then here's the net gun itself. Which he puts his hand in there. Pops out that way. Then a nice cool fun factor is on the scene where Danny Glover cuts off his arm. You see the stump that's left over. Now, a lot of people I've seen on videos complain that it doesn't have a lot of paint detail. I mean, it looks fine to me. I don't understand what more you want them to do besides you want it to glow or something. It looks good. And it's easy to take off and on, so you don't have to risk damaging it, which I'll show later. And then he's got the med kit, which does open up, which I'll show in a minute here. He's got a nice spear, which this thing is long and it's really sharp, very pointy on all ends. This thing is highly detailed too. Very nice. It's got two different masks for when he's injured and he's all breathing in. This one's more of a display one, which I guess he holds. You can see it doesn't have the little nubs in here to put on his face. This is the one that you put on his face, and then see it's got the connectors, which I'll show all that later. Then of course it's got the Hot Toys stand, Predator 2 City Hunter, all that stuff. Let's round out his detail real quick. You can see his mask is more of a it's weathered, and so it's got like that copper kind of tint to it. And you can see how his eyes are just really deep black. See how close we can get. Oh, that's so smooth. So it's not his helmet is not as smooth as say like the classic Predator or the Jungle Predator. But that's how they designed it in a movie. Now, I don't know exactly how accurate this is to the movie. I'm not that anal. I didn't go through and pause the movie and check out every little bit of detail. But from what I remember, it's spot on. I mean, I can't complain at all. He's got all this armor on his shoulders. He's got actual net, which that's cool. I'm surprised they were able to pull that off, but it's Hot Toys. What do you expect? His dreadlocks are nice, kind of soft rubber, which that's really nice. He's got his blaster, which the blaster, I would say by design, is not as cool as, say, the Jungle one, but he doesn't have that huge, bulky thing on his back. This one's just on this little swivel thing. Goes back, forward. It can slide down like that, so it can rest down here a little bit better. So that's dope. Very, very dope. Then more, I mean, just look at the paint on his chest. It's so cool. You know, his overall tone is, you know, brownish copper. The blades on him, oh my god, these things are so sharp. I mean, you can actually seriously hurt yourself with these things. Nice, I believe they're die cast. And they do extend out, which I have to use 2 hands for that, but I'll show that later. He's got a spot where he can put his disc right here. Very nice. Got the loincloth. And then he's got more armor on the side. And the actual gauntlet, it does open up in display, which I'll show later on. Can't do one-handed. I did bust off his knee pad. See, he's got one knee pad right here. The other one came off, but it's an easy fix. Just gotta glue the strap on. Strap on. Oh, why did I say that? And then here goes his foot. Nice detail. Nice long claws. So overall, very, very, very nice from head to toe. Now right in the back here, there's a cord that connects right into the top here, and then you pull this or move this switch, and then the cord exactly camouflaged with his dreadlocks, and it has a nice little LED function right there for his targeting system. So just to incorporate that, I think is just excellent. I know they've been doing that a lot with these new Hot Toys. Like I said, this is my first Predator, so which is it's a nice bright. It's, you know, it's better in the dark, but you can see it's really cool design. I love the fact they incorporated that in there. So you can see the blades do come out a nice good distance, and like I said, they're very sharp and very clean. Nice die cast on them. I don't know if it's die cast or regular metal, but it's a nice look to it. And these things are kind of hard to pull out, so you got to really use 2 hands and try to grip them out. I mean, it's difficult. And then you can still puncture yourself with these things right here, another spot right there, and then the tips, of course. So just be careful with that. These things are really pointy. Then, of course, he's got his wrist. I don't know the proper name for it, but you can see it's got all the looks and design of it. No LED in it, so you can't really light up anything, but it does look really nice. Like I said, not a lot of detail in there per se, but you know, it is what it is, and it's really impressive for that matter. Then there's also this part right on the top of the device which opens up. I don't really know what the purpose is of that. I don't recall it in the movie, but yeah, can't complain. I don't know if it's their own design or if it was in a movie, just overlooked it. There's no weapon or anything in there. Now, I was wondering too if it was that one weapon that fires off in the movie, which the detective retrieves later on. I don't know if that's it or not. I haven't watched the movie in a long time, so I think it's time to pay it a visit. Now it's time to remove the biomass. Oh, here he is without his mask. Absolutely stunning. Look at all the detail in his head sculpt. It's amazing. The amount of work that went into this thing is just beautiful. I mean, he's got a larger head than most of the Predators that I've noticed, you know, especially in the movies. It just works so well with all his design. It's just the look and paint is so fabulous looking. It almost looks like it has that slime feel to it, but it's just so neat. The mandibles work well. The teeth are nice and sharp. It's just so cool. Look at his eyes. Nice green. They don't look cross-eyed or anyway, which that's nice because I've seen a few Hot Toys that kind of do look, you know, a little cross-eyed. And what's always cool about the Predators, you can display them in two different looks, which I always loved. You can, you know, the way right here, and then of course with the biomask. As you can see the mask right here. You can see it's got the cord for the LED. It's got the two little inserts that you would put right in there. Oh, so cool. You know, it's just all a matter about how you want to display them. Looks fabulous. Fabulous. See how far we can zoom in. And the paintwork is just amazing. And the detail. It's even got his little neck collar. Very, very impressed. Then here we got the other look where he got the mandibles opened up. You can just see the detail inside. It's just really, really cool. The camera really doesn't give it too much justice. If you see it in person, it's fabulous. Look at the mouth, it's so cool. It's got really sharp teeth. Now when you're pulling these mandibles off, you know, these ones pop out pretty cool. It's this bottom one you got to worry about. I would kind of grip from the side and not the teeth because you really don't want to bust the teeth. So just be careful of that. It's a very small piece and these teeth do look a little delicate, so try not to grab onto the teeth if possible. But yeah, this look is just amazing to me. Oh man. Now a lot of people have said I guess the Berserkers, I don't know about the old kit ones where you can just put on the mask and it stays there. You know, you have to have the other mandibles on. These ones are, like I said, you have to insert them and it stays on perfectly. I don't know which one people prefer more. If you want the mask just to, you know, fit on there and then you can just take it off whenever, or do you want to actually remove the mandibles? To me, it doesn't matter. It works either way. So I guess it's all about preference. But the mask is secure when you put them on there. And here he goes with his sort of oxygen mask on him. Like I said, a lot of detail with this thing too. And then the cord actually goes around his body and into this part right here on his back. So just very nice detail. You get, like I said, more for your money. Just this fun fact right here. It's a whole nother way to display your Predator if you choose so. Just very nice. The cord itself is really long, so it's perfect in my opinion. I really love this option right here to be able to do that and recreate that scene. Very, very nice. Alright, and then to remove the arm, like I said, it's not difficult, but you still want to be as gentle as you can. You don't really want to bust a $200 figure. You'll be crying forever. Just slowly try to, there you go. I said it's not a lot of force that you need to apply. You know, it's just still want to be as delicate as you can. Bam, it's right in there. I was sitting there injured. It's got one bend at the elbow too. Like I said, that's a really nice look and a whole nother way to display your Predator figure. Alright, now for articulation. It does have good head movement, which can go down about that far. You can look up about that far. It is on a ball joint, so it can pop off and on, so don't worry about that. It's got another joint at the lower part of the neck, so you can move it just a little bit more, which is nice. Side to side. I mean, it's real flexible. Now his shoulder articulation, it's a little hindered because of the armor. Most of his articulation is hindered, so you got to watch out for that. You can go up about maybe that high. You can go out. It's got a single joint at the elbow, and the elbow has that swivel The gauntlet can rotate itself. The hands rotate in and out. They are on a peg, so you can pop them off for, you know, interchangeable parts. Doesn't have any ab crunch or anything like that, but it does have a waist swivel. Legs can move out, not too far because it is hindered by the armor. You can go up and then back. It's got a thigh swivel, single joint knee, and let's see, it's got foot articulation. You can go side to side, up and down. No pivot, just a minor pivot, not enough to even call it a pivot. So your articulation is basic with this figure, but just because of the armor, it is hindered quite a bit. So just keep in mind if you're one of those articulation nuts, which you probably won't get too much out of it, but this thing is more, I would say, a statue pose, a statue figure. And then of course you got the staff, which extends out, and these things are very sharp too. They're more sharper than the damn gauntlet blade he has on, and it is tricky though. There it goes. This one, don't want to bust this one like I did the NECA one. So there it is, like that. Does not want to stay up right there. So you can see how it's almost as tall as the figure when you get it all extended out. That's amazing right there. Very, very cool. And you got the kind of disc blade, which his hands fit in really nice. Put this hand in there, and bam, bam, bam. Yep, just like that. It stays on pretty good. So that's a really nice little fun factor right there, being able to do that. It does pop out here and there, not too far. So nice little treat for the fans. Now the med kit itself is very nice. I was actually surprised that it can open up and display all the tools in there. Now the tools can't come out, but they kind of feel like they can. You see all the little stuff he's got for his medical supply. Just very nice detail. Very, very nice. Just to include that option in there, that's fun factor right there. And most of his accessories can add on to him. So you get the med kit fits right on his back, and the net gun fits right on the bottom of his leg. So that's a nice little way of being able to display more of your accessories. Alright, so really in conclusion, if you're a Predator fan, Hot Toy fan in any way, I think this figure is a must. I know the $200 is gonna set some people off, but the detail, the accessories, the all-around fun factor is worth it in my opinion. If you're trying to get into the game of Hot Toy, this is the best way to do it. This figure is so damn slick that you will not regret it. It's worth every dollar in my opinion. So just like I said, just take your time, go over all the production photos, the specs, you know, study these figures, or even wait for reviews to see if it's something that you'd be interested in, because you know, like I said, these figures are a lot of money, and why waste your money on something that you don't like or won't like? So go over the photos, any kind of events that are out there, check out for any footage beforehand, just to see if you really are interested in these figures. But this one, for me, yeah, this is my favorite Hot Toy figure that I own right now.